my garden revels. I met some wonderful people yesterday from Wisconsin, of all places. I did not know this about Wisconsin, but at least from where they live, they have that humidity. I find that really fascinating, that blanket of warm, wet air that I just don't tolerate very well, probably because I am just not accustomed to it. So I thought, these people are very tough people. And the equivalent of tough people in the plant world, by the way, is lavender. And I thought, well, let's go over some points, some tips and tricks about creating a great patch of lavender, how to get that fullness, that fragrance, and that toughness all in one plant. Let's get started. I'm going to jump straight to Lavandula augustifolia. This is it's essentially called English lavender, and it is the hardy, sturdy, landscape type of lavender. It also has probably the best oils if you want to take your lavender collection a step further, and also excellent for their cut dried flowers as well. And the particular favorite for me is Hidcote, which has a long history, many years of serving and proving itself how well it does. Now, the reason why I like this particular variety is that you can keep this nicely, much more compact. It's a very tight lavender, and the blooms on it are knee-high to roughly thigh-high as far as size is concerned. Skipping straight to the nitty-gritty, here's the big tip. When you plant lavender, definitely plant it with, yes, root power. So make sure that all 13 essential nutrients are there and present, so that you can get that off your mind if something bad were to happen later down the road. You know it's not about nutrients. And by the way, if it's not close by to you, click on our website, get it sent to you. It's well worth the investment. I definitely water it regularly the first year. That's probably most important. We want those roots to get down and deep and get it established, so the tops look so much better and can handle those extremes of hot, dry days and cold nights as well. Here's the big tip on lavenders, is give them a haircut. That's the big tip. If not after it finishes blooming, definitely give it a haircut in September, perhaps October. And the reason being is that we want to keep this nice and tight. If we were to forget to trim our lavenders will grow, and it will begin growing the next year from that point. So this will be all woody, and then the greenery or the gray-green will be starting after that. So by keeping it down low, we keep the woody part down low. Keeps it much more compact, neat looking, easy on the eye, and you get that fragrance. I'm much more an outdoorsy lavender smell. I can appreciate that fragrance that comes with the lavender blooms. So this is a good plant to have for those out of reach areas that you can't quite reach to the hose to water, or an area that you tend to neglect, lavenders will do you really, really well as long as you practice tough love. Trim, 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 and don't forget to trim. By the way, I mentioned hidcote as a Lavandula augustifolia that has a long-serving history, but there are lots of other varieties. For instance, this one here is called Violet Intrigue. This one is Buena Vista. Lots of blooms, very compact. And by the way, not to diss on the Lavandula stucus, that's that Spanish/French lavender that blooms early in the spring. Also really tough, also the same rules apply. Shear that back after it finishes blooming, you can get it to re-bloom as well. But now I want to talk about that Lavandula intermedia. For instance, take a look at this guy. Now the Lavandula intermediates tend to be a little bit taller. I want to say thigh-high size blooms on them, or thigh-high size plants and blooms. This one is a white lavender, which I find very, very striking. And just to make matters confusing, it's called white French. Lavandula intermedia alba, to be exact. And of course, all lavender lovers are going to want to know about Lavandula intermedia phenomenal. This variety was introduced by our none other, a good friend of mine and fellow plantsman from Pennsylvania, from Peachtree Farms. That's Lloyd Traven introduced this one. Lloyd's been at the garden corner too. Now, the neat thing about this particular one is it has really long blooms. And I can tell you, as far as that lavender fragrance, it's definitely a plus on that. And to top it off, in that Pennsylvania Midwest, all the range to the Midwest and even Wisconsin, this lavender handles humidity really well. So if you're in those areas, Lavandula intermedia phenomenal might be a good choice for you as well. Guys, it's getting warm. That's the tips and tricks for this week. Always live your passion. I smell like lavender.